the class. So my name is Vishwanath. I'm the part of PCA. I'm one of the coach in PCA. Here we are going to start the topic that is nothing but middle game strategies. See, the question arises: why all of a sudden middle game strategies? See, you guys know how to approach the game while starting. Like in the opening fundamentals, you know, guys, what to do in the openings, and after some point of time, you don't know what to do in the middle game, right? So that's the main issue here. So we'll just see some of the topics that we are going to say. Some of the points that we are going to cover in the middle game strategies. Hope it will be useful for you, right? Okay, great. So guys, could you please tell me whether my voice is clear? First of all. I just need a quick response from everyone, whomever in live. So just a thumbs up in chat if possible. Whomever in live. Okay. Okay, great. So guys, we are moving forward. I just want to give you a brief introduction. We'll just start with a brief introduction. So guys, like the chess game is divided into the game, right? The chess game. It has three phases. Phase PHASE, right? So it has three parts. So hope you are aware of it, right? So could you please tell me what are the phases of the game? Anyone knows about it? How many phases are there in the chess game? Like the chess game has how many phases? Any idea about it? Guys, yes. So we received some. Okay, great. So we received some answers. It's nothing but there are three phases in the game. It's nothing but opening, middle game, as well as the end game, right? So we'll just see a brief introduction about opening, and we'll just go on to the middle game, and I will just touch a little bit about the end game, right? Let's see. Okay, so just a second, guys. Sure. So as I say, guys, could you please tell me what you will do in the openings? What you people will do in the openings? Like kind of opening fundamentals. I'm just talking about the opening fundamentals. Right? So what you will do in the openings? A kind of like the fundamentals like which you already learned. I'm just talking about. Okay. So someone said like developing pieces, someone said castling. So is there any order? Okay, someone said E4. Okay, good. Take control over the center. Good. Develop pieces. Okay, great. So here, guys, let's see some order wise. Like let's create a order for this. There is a set of principles that we have to follow in the openings. I'll just touch over those points and we'll quickly move on to the middle games. It's nothing but, guys, the first thing is the most important thing that in chess is like you want to control the centers. Control the centers is the most important thing. The person's like, if you lose the control on the center, right? So it's obviously very tough for us to get the game from the opponent. So controlling the center is the most important point that I can say. And the second point is developing the minor pieces. See, hope you aware of what is the minor pieces, right? So the piece which are knight and the bishop, it's obviously known as minor pieces, and the knight and the bishop, and the piece which is queen and the rook is the major pieces. Hope you are aware of it. So by moving forward, guys, I can say that like developing the minor pieces is more important, right? That is the second point that I need to say. And the third point I need to say is like we need to do castling. So hope you are aware of about the hope you are aware of the topic called castling, right? There are two types of castling. One is the short side castling and one is the long side castling. So hope you are aware of it. And there are some rules for castling. So where like there are some situations where you are not allowed to do castling. Yeah, and I received some beautiful answers like not too many pawn moves. Yes, it's absolutely important. Good point. I received some good points. Great. So we need to do castling as much like as soon as possible. We need to do castling as soon as possible. That's a second point. Sorry, that's a third point. Good, right? And the fourth point that I can say is there any guess about the fourth point? Any guess about the fourth point? Any guess about the fourth point? I'll just quickly give you 1 minute time, not more than that. Okay, I received a beautiful point. That is like, don't bring the queen earlier. Good. Don't move the queen earlier. Okay, great. Super. Not moving one piece twice. Okay, that's also important. Okay, I can say that if you do this, only if you do this, the opening comes to an end. I can say it like theoretically, like when while we are speaking about theoretical points, right? Only if you do, I can say that the opening fundamental comes to an end. Okay. See, it's nothing but connecting the rooks, guys. Connecting the rooks. See, most of us forget to do this while we are playing the game. I can say like connecting the rooks are more important while you are doing the opening fundamentals. Okay, in a check you can't do castling. Yes, that's a point of castling. That's a situation where you are not allowed to do castling. That's a good point. Okay, so see, these are the 4 points that you have to be very careful that you have to take care while you are doing the opening fundamentals. That's what I can say. See, only if you do these 4 points, your openings is good. Your opening fundamentals is good. See, why we are just testing so much on opening fundamentals. See, the most important point is, guys, see, only if your opening is good, your middle game will be good. Only if your middle game is good, your end game will be good. If you do mistakes on the opening itself, automatically it will be carried forward to the middle game and automatically it will be carried forward to the end game. So that's why we are stressing more on the opening fundamentals. And see, and I can see the common mistakes is like we are just trying to do a lot of we are just trying to do a lot of scholars checkmate, and it is also known as fool's checkmate, right? So we are trying to do a lot of scholars checkmate. It is not at all needed actually. See, as a chess player, don't try to do it. It's not advisable. Um, Okay, so good. So guys, so as I said before, these are the 4 points that you should be very careful, like that you have to follow while you're doing the opening fundamentals. That's what my point is. Yes, we are quickly moving on to the next part, that is a middle game strategies. Right? Just give me a second. Okay. So guys, could you please tell me, you have any idea about middle games? You have any idea about the middle games? What to do in the middle games? Any idea? I need a quick answer in the chat box. Yes. Okay. Exchange pieces that benefits you. Okay. Okay. I received some answers. Good. So guys, in middle game concepts, like in middle game strategies, let's go with some mantras. Actually, I have some mantras. Let's try to use this. Okay. So it's nothing but C, C, T, and P. See, what is the CCTP, guys? It's very much important. What is the CCTP? See, guys, the first C belongs to check, actually. The first C belongs to check. The second C belongs to capture, actually. And the third point, that is T, belongs to threat. And the fourth point, that P belongs to pawn break. See, we'll just have a detailed discussion based on this, and I'll just give you some puzzles, and you are the persons going to solve this, like the middle games or the end games, whatever they call. You are going to solve the things. I'm not going to solve the things. So I'm straight away going to show you the puzzles. I'm not going to give you any clues. Based on this CCTP only, you're going to solve all the puzzles which you are going to do. Okay, great. So guys, okay. See, we'll just cover the first point, that is called check. You guys know attacking the king and getting the opponent's king is the most important point in chess. So once we get the opponent's king, the game comes to an end, right? So the primary thing that we have to do, like, see, the most important thing I can say the prime reason, the sole reason for playing the game is to get the opponent king. Only if you get the opponent king, you can win the game, right? Yes, apart from clock falls, leave about the clock falls, like illegals. Those are the different things. I'm just talking about the like valid reasons. So if we get the opponent king, obviously we are going to win the game, right? So how to get the opponent king? Through checks, and see, that checkmate will lead to a checkmate. We can say that check and checkmates that will lead us to that will take us to take the opponent king. So that's why I place the check as the first point. Whenever you don't know, right? So after you finished your opening fundamentals, that is controlling the centers, developing the minor pieces, and castling soon as soon as possible, and connecting the rooks. You have done these 4 steps, and next step, what you have to do? You don't know. You don't have any idea. Most of the students face this, right? So after completing the opening fundamentals, what to do with the game? I don't know. Like many of my students ask, so what to do, sir? Like I don't have any idea what to do in this situation. So in that situation, you just check, and you just please look for any check is possible. See, a check means it can be a dumb check, it can be a good check, it doesn't matter. What I'm trying to convey is just look for any check is possible. See, guys, see, in all the situations, the check is not possible. Say, for example, you just now you completed the opening fundamentals, you're entering into the middle games, right? After connecting the rooks, you are going to enter into the middle games. Right, in that situation, obviously the check is not possible. And what is next possible? See, if the check is not possible, you have to go for the next alternate, that you have to go for the next thing, that is called capture. That is called capture. If you feel that there are no captures are available, there are no good captures available. See, it depends on, like, see, check means, it doesn't mean, like, what I'm trying to convey is, like, you have to look for all the possible checks and you want to pick the best check out of it. Say, for example, there are 4 checks that you can do. But out of that 4, only one is the best one, and the 3 are like worst case. Like that check will lead to like losing the piece, or like losing a majority of the piece. Like I'm just saying, for example, like that doesn't give any benefit to you, right? So those checks should be ignored, and we have to pick the best check of the, like we have to pick the best alternate, right? That is for check I'm speaking about. Okay, so if you feel that no checks are possible, then what is the next alternate that we can do, sir? Like we have to go for the capture. Obviously, if no checks are possible, you have to look for the captures. See, in captures also, like there can be a lot of captures, right? Maybe 5 to 6 options you might have. So out of that 6, you have to choose any one. So what I'm saying, see, we are going to do all these things through some puzzles. I'm going to give you some puzzles, like the puzzles in front of you. We are going to do it. You don't need to worry. So we can have a, like, what to say, live explanations. Like I'm going to give you some live examples. You are going to find out the answer. I'm not going to find any answers, right? So yeah, going forward, like if you want to go for check, if check is not possible, you want to go for captures. If, like, in some situations, the capture also not possible, because like good captures, I'm just talking about the good captures. You can't find any good captures. Yes, obviously it's possible. In that situation, you want to go for the next thing, that is called thread. And see, and some students ask me the question, so what's the difference between capture and thread? See, it's easy, guys. If, say, for example, I'm just chasing a person, right? I'm just chasing a person, and all of a sudden I just caught the person. I just catch catch that person. That's called capture. And if I'm still chasing them, that's called threat. That's the difference between the check and that's a difference between the capture and the threat. I can say the threat is nothing but the attack that I can make. It's just an attack. See, after attack only the capture happens. After the attack only the capture happens. So what I'm saying is, if you can't find any good captures, then obviously then go for any threat or attack. The best attacks or best threats that are possible. So obviously, like you can find it. Still, if you can't find any good checks or good capture or good threat, then the last option, that the last resort is, you want to go for the pawn break. And you can ask, sir, what is mean by pawn break? Pawn break is nothing but, I can tell you in a simpler meaning, because like, see, many of the viewers are like kids, right? So I can tell you in the simpler word. Guys, the pawns are connected with each other. When the pawns are connected, it will be very hard to enter into your opponent's place. Why I'm just stressing about entering into the opponent's place? Only if you get to the opponent's place, the king is the king will be on the other side. Only if you go to the other side, you can capture the king. So if you want to go to the other side, right, you want to get some space. You want to get some space advantage to move forward. So that's why we are just going for the pawn break. If you do pawn break is nothing but disconnecting the pawns which are connected. That's called pawn break actually. If you do pawn break, like, obviously you can just go forward. You can just go to the other end, and it will be easy for you to to attack the opponent king. So that's why like pawn break is the last resort. So what I'm trying to convey is, at nutshell, first go for check. You have to look for the, if you say, for example, if you reach the middle game, right, you don't know what to do in that situation. I'm just saying, you don't know what to do in the situation. Like, I'm just saying, in that situation. So please use the CCTP as the mantra. First, go for value checks. Let's just check for any value checks are there. That is like good checks are available from our side. If you feel that there is no good checks, please go for good captures. Please look for any good captures are available. And if you still feels that there is no good captures are available, please go for threat. And if you feel that there is no threat, please go for pawn break. See guys, this is like a step-by-step procedure. Don't interchange the steps. Don't interchange the steps. It's more important. Please go by a step-by-step. A CCTP should be in the same order. Don't change the order. Okay, now we'll just go for a live example. So guys, hope the puzzle is in front of you. Like, hope the puzzle is like it's visible to you. My screen is visible to you. It's actually black to play. I can say it's a kind of end game. It's a kind of end game, but part of middle game also, we can say, in this situation. So you tell me guys, what is the best move that black can do in this situation? I'll just flip the board for you. It's black to play. The puzzle is in front of you. Just use the CCTP and you just tell me how many checks are first possible. How many checks are that is possible? So guys, what I'm asking is, the check can be a good check, a bad check, doesn't matter. You just tell me in the chat box how many checks are possible. I'm just waiting for you. I'll give you hardly 2 minutes time. Please try to answer quickly so that we can move forward. Because a lot of puzzles are there, we need to cover a lot of puzzles. I'm just waiting for your answers. Okay. So one said like only one check is possible. Okay. Okay. Okay, good. Okay, so everyone is saying only one check is possible. Yes, see that check can be a what I'm saying is, that check can be a best check or bad check, doesn't matter. What I asked you is simple question: how many checks are possible? Okay. Okay, so okay, everyone said like only one check. Majority answer is only one check. Yes, guys, you are right. Only one check is possible. That's nothing but Queen G2. Guys, I received another answer called 4 checks. Great. I don't. Okay. Okay, if you feel that more than 4 checks, like one check is there, yeah, you can just tell me those things in the chat box. You can tell me those answers in the chat box directly. Okay, fine, guys. Okay, so guys, as I said, like queen g2, right? Queen g2 is the only check that is possible. But you guys tell me whether queen g2 will work in the situation. Whether queen g2 will give you any benefits. Guys, again, I'm saying whenever I'm talking about benefits, right, in chess terms, the benefit means these three are called benefits, guys. Apart from this, I can say there is no benefits. One, if I talk about benefits, these three things should be the benefits in chess. Right? What is the first benefit means? You are getting a piece for free. You are getting a piece for free. That's the first benefit. Or else you are losing less points than your opponent. See, the next question arises. So, what is meant by less points than your opponent? Say, for example, you're losing a rook, whereas your opponent is losing a queen. So you're just losing a 5 points, whereas your opponent is losing a 9 points. So that's what so that's the example I'm saying here. For you're losing less points than your opponent, right? And the third thing is nothing but a checkmate. A checkmate. Right? Checkmate. So these three are the benefits. Whenever I'm talking about benefits, right, these three things should come to your mind. Like apart from this, there is no benefits that you can get in chess actually. Right? So you tell me, guys, whether queen g2 will give you any benefits. No, obviously it's not possible, because what happens is if you go for queen g2, right, what will happen? Queen g2 will happen, and then rook g2 will happen, and after that there is no use. And most probably you can see here, yeah, you are like, I can say, you are having a extra pawn, like black is having an extra pawn, doesn't matter. But there can be a passer also that possible. Like here the passes are there. I can say the passes are like available here. So like what I can say is queen g2 will not give you any benefits here, right? So what is the next alternate? If check, like we are just gone through checks, we found out that check is not there. Then what is the next C? Like what is the next step? That C is the next thing. That is the capture we want to go for, right? So is there any like you just tell me how many captures are there in this puzzle? How many captures are there in this puzzle? See, guys, again, I'm saying that capture can be a good capture, bad capture, doesn't matter. I'm just asking you how many captures, simply. I'll give you hardly 2 minutes time, not more than that, because we have to move forward. Okay. Okay. Majority answers are there. That is only one capture. Great. Fine. Okay. Yes, obviously, guys, only one capture is there. That is also queen g2 only. So you can say for queen g2 also. Like, see, already it is covered under check. Queen g2 already covered under check. So we don't need like this queen g2 like will comes under as well as capture, will comes under as well as for check. So already we covered this point in check. So it doesn't matter. So this check doesn't matter, right? So it doesn't matter. So queen g2 does like capture also doesn't work. See, the next point that we have to go for is threat. You tell me, guys, we just gone for check. There is no good checks are available. We just gone for capture. There is no captures are available. There are no good captures are available. Then we are moving forward to moving forward to threat, right? You just tell me how many threats are there available? How many threats are available? Okay, I received one answer. Good. Okay. I just asked you guys how many threats are available. How many? I'm just asking the numbers. How many threats are available? Okay. See, everyone is saying rook e2, right? Everyone is saying rook e2. See, rook e2 is a kind of threat that we are moving forward. Okay, I received answer called 3. Okay, good. Good. Yeah, 3 is the right answer. That there are 3 threats that is possible. Three threats are possible. But out of the 3, only one is the good one. That is nothing but rook e2. Rook e2 is the only best one that is possible. Right? Yeah, okay. Somebody is saying 2, okay, 3, okay, fine, fine. Never mind. It depends on situation. Yeah, it differs. A subjective concept, no issues. See, guys, rook e2. A rook e2. See, why rook e2? Already the queen is under pin. We are just making a threat. We are just making a threat by putting the rook on e2, right? So now you can see that the queen has no other option. If the queen can't move here, obviously the queen can't move, right? The only option that queen, what like you tell me, what is the best option that white can do in this situation? What is the best option that white can do in this situation? Leave the queen hanging. Okay. Okay. Somebody said rook f1. Okay. Somebody said queen f3. Okay. See, the persons who are saying queen f3, right? It's a blunder. See, if you do queen f3, straight away rook h2 will make a checkmate. Queen h2 will make, sorry, rook h2 will make a checkmate. See, if white plays queen into f3, right? Queen into f3 means straight away rook h2 will be the checkmate. So you can't take the queen away. You can't take the queen. You can't take the queen from that place. It's very important, right? So here the best move that what white can do. Okay, I received the answer call rook. Okay, I received answer call. Um, Still rook f1. See, rook f1 also straight away. I can say rook into, sorry, queen into f1 check. Queen into queen. It doesn't work. No, it doesn't work. Rook f1. Okay, capture the rook. Okay, move forward. Move forward. I'm just still expecting some answers. Okay. So guys, if rook f1 happens, nothing. Like straight away queen into g2 will be the checkmate, right? So you can't do anything here. Rook f1 doesn't give you any benefit. Like rook f1 also queen into g2 straight away gone. So somebody said like rook f1 and then queen into f1. Queen into f1 doesn't work. Straight away queen into g2 works. So it's a checkmate. See, obviously after rook e2, right? The white has no play. Straight away the white has no play. It's pure loss. The king is at the corner. The king has no space advantage. So you can see here the king has no space advantage, right? It is just blocked by its own pieces. Obviously gone. So the king is gone here. Like you can't do anything here. Like apart from this, I can say after rook e2, I don't find any good moves for the white in this situation. Whatever they do, it will be the checkmate. It will be the checkmate, right? Leave the queen hanging. Yes, we have to lose the queen. Yes, obviously, even though if you lose the queen, right? I'm just having the extra queen, I can move forward. It's a pure winning for black. So rook e2 is the winning move that I can see. See, rook e2 falls under which category? It falls under the category called threat. There is no checks possible, there is no capture possible. It falls under the threat. It falls under the third category called, that is called that is called threat. Okay, I received some answer. That is then do nothing. Expect moves. Oh, okay, good, great, fine. Okay, so fine, guys. By moving forward, I'll just give you another puzzle. You just try to solve it. Okay, so guys, now you tell me, guys. It's actually white to play. It's actually white to play. Sorry, black to play. Rook is under pin. The rook is under pin. Right? The white rook can't move. The white rook can't move. If it moves, right? If it moves, obviously the queen is getting captured. Right? So now what is the best move? Now what is the best move that white can do? Like you just go for CCTP, like the CCTP manner. Just go for check. You just check for any checks. You just go for any checks possible. If checks are not possible, you just tell me whether any checks are possible first of all. Okay, obviously there is no checks are possible. Yes, you are right. So we can't see any checks. We can't find any checks. It's very easy. See, we straight away we straight away clear the first point, that is called check. See, what is the next option? We have to go for capture. You just tell me whether any captures are possible. Any captures? Okay. If you feel the captures are there, you just tell me how many captures are possible. See, guys, again, I'm saying that capture can be a good one, bad one. That doesn't matter. See, if you feel that, like, if you feel that only one capture is there, you can straight away say the answer in the chat box. Okay. So somebody saying one, somebody saying two. See, if you're saying that one or two captures are there, please let me know the answer directly in the chat box. Like the moves itself. What are those captures? Yeah, check is not possible. I'm sure with that. What about the captures? How many captures are there? Okay. Fine. So I received some moves, that is B into C4. Okay, that's one capture. A queen into D4. Yes, this is what the answer I want. Good. See, there are two captures. As you said, there are two captures here. That's nothing but queen into D4 as well as B into C4. See, queen into D4 as well as bishop into C4 are the two captures that are possible in this situation. You tell me, guys, whether any of these captures will give you any benefit. See, again, I'm talking about if there is a benefit, you want to see this. You want to see these 3 points. Any one benefit we are getting it among these three? Any one benefit we are getting it from the capture, that is queen into D4 or bishop into C4? We are getting any benefits? Yes, if you feel that there is a benefit, you can tell me the answer directly. Yes, 2 points. Yes, okay. So, guys, yes, whatever you said, like, yes, right. See, somebody is saying that, we are losing if we capture this queen. If we capture this rook, we are losing. As a black, we are losing only 3 points, whereas white is losing 5 points. So we are getting we are getting more 2 points. We are getting extra 2 points. Yes, obviously you're right. So it's a benefit. But what I'm saying is, you can get this rook for free. If you play it correctly, you can get this rook for free. You can get this rook for free. The one point I want to convey, guys, like for the beginners as well as for the beginners, right, who are kids, I just want to convey one point. Whenever your piece is under pressure, like like it can be a pin, like it can be in pin, it can be in skewer, right? When a piece is getting pressure, right, you want to create more and more pressure on that same piece to get that piece for free. If you that's called overloading a piece. If you create a, like if you make overloading, if you create a extra pressure on the piece, right, it becomes an hanging piece all of a sudden. Obviously we can get that piece for, like, we can just get that piece for free. That what is it, that piece under pressure, right, you can get it for free. The point is you want to make them, you want to create some extra pressure. That's called overloading a piece. Just overload that piece. Okay, everyone saying queen d5, queen d5. Yes, okay, fine. Queen d5 works. Okay, see, apart from queen d5, see, if you play queen d5, what happens is, yes, obviously queen d5 can be played. If queen d5 is played, what white can do in the situation? See, if I'm just playing as white, right, I'll be playing rook to c1. Rook to c1. Again, I'll be creating an extra support on this pawn. Queen d5 means obviously rook c1 will be there. What I'm saying is, yes. Yes, queen d5, rook c1 will support. Yes, obviously. See, rook queen d5 means rook c1. That doesn't give you anything. But what I'm saying is, just go for knight e4. See, why knight e4 is played? It's a part and parcel of the threat actually. The knight e4 is played to make a threat on the d6. Knight to d6. Knight to d6. See, knight e4 and then knight to d6. Queen to d5 is a blunder. Okay, good. How it can be a blunder? Okay, fine, good. See, guys, what I'm saying is knight e4. Why knight e4? The next point comes in because we are going to put the knight on d6 and we are going to create an extra pressure on this we are going to create extra pressure on this rook. That's what I said. We want to overload that piece. So to get that piece for free, we want to overload that. So that's why a rook, knight to e4 is played. See, if like, see, knight e4 is played, obviously we are like, it's very common that, like, black will try to save this piece. That is why white will try to save the queen, right? At least they want to save the queen. So what they can do is they can just play queen to c2. A queen to c2 is the better move because they want to move away from this place where like to get this rook out of the pressure. And moreover, if you just capture this rook, right, I can capture you back. That's not an issue for me, right? And the next step, what I'm going to do is, as a white, they will just slow by slow, they will just release this. They'll just release the other rook also. Like this is the plan of the white, right? This is the plan of the white that I can say. Leave about this now. You can make a good move in this situation. Just again go for that CCTP. Again, please go for the CCTP. Knight e4 is losing the momentum. I can't say that knight e4 is losing the momentum at this time. I'm sure with this. Why I'm saying this? Like, see, that rook can't be moved because if this rook moves, obviously this rook is also holding. Like, I'm just holding this rook also. I'm just holding this rook also. Right? So bishop c4 is a great move right now. Okay. See, this rook, right, it can't be moved anywhere. Like, it's actually fixed here. It's fixed. If it moves, like, obviously it will be like white will be losing the piece, right? So now guys, you tell me, guys, knight c4 after knight e4, queen c2 is played. See, queen c2, why queen c2 is played? There are two reasons: attacking this white knight as well as releasing the queen from the what is it, from the pressure. So that's the thing. Okay, what about bishop takes queen? What about bishop takes queen takes knight e2 and 4? Yes, that's what not knight e2, it's knight d2. So Vigneshwaran, it's not knight e2, it's knight d2. That's what the part and parcel of the plan. See, it's nothing but knight. Like, see, after now queen c2 happens. See, why queen c2? To capture the knight on e4 and as well as releasing the queen, as I said earlier. Right. So now if we capture this bishop, right, it's very much, sorry, if we capture this rook with a bishop, it's very much fine. Right. So now bishop takes rook, a queen takes rook, and knight to d2 makes a fork. So here what works that we need to see. The check doesn't work, the capture doesn't work. Then the next thing that works is threat. See how we are making a threat. It's an indirect threat, that knight to e4 as well as knight to d6. Knight to e4, that rerouting to knight to d6. That's what the plan. Okay, after the queen captures, The bishop, why we can't do a knight to d2? Yes, obviously we are going to do knight d2. That's what the plan is. Right? See, we want to look for the opportunities. That's it. If queen not captured, we can get extra rook. Yes, obviously. If queen is not captured, right, we are getting a rook extra. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, we will be getting that rook extra. We are getting that piece which is got pinned, right? That pinned piece, we are getting it for free. That is the beauty of the pinned piece. See, if we like, it's a general concept, guys. Whenever a pinned piece is there, try to make a just try to create extra pressure on that pinned piece so that you can get that piece for free. That's called overloading a concept. This is part and parcel of the overloading concept. Okay, fine. So leave about this, guys. A last puzzle for today. I'll just summarize this. It's white to play. It's white to play. Could you please tell me how many checks are possible in this situation? How many checks are in this? How many checks are possible in this situation? Quickly, I need an answer. None checks. Okay, good. See, guys, yes, in the situation there are no checks. Yes, obviously we just passed the first point. Like the first point that got over. No checks are possible. Then go for capture. Could you please tell me how many captures are possible? Now it will be a lot of captures, right? You can see almost yes, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 captures are there. I can say 3 captures are there. Checks are 0, but captures are there. I can say captures are there. See, captures are nothing but I can say bishop to c5 is one capture, rook to c5 is one capture, right? And queen to f5 also one of the capture. See, again, I'm saying when it comes to capture, don't make a partiality. You just cover all the captures. You just cover all the captures. That's more important. You just try to cover all the captures, right? So these 3 are the captures that are possible in this situation. Guys, you tell me whether any one of these concepts will give you benefits. Whether any one of these concepts will give you any benefits. Okay, so there are 4 captures. Okay, sorry, there are 4 captures. A bishop to g7 also there. I forgot. Super. One person told me the 4 captures. Good. Sorry, I forgot. Great. Bishop to g2 also the 4th capture. Yes, obviously bishop. Yes, among these 4 captures, any one will give you any benefit. See, guys, a benefit in the sense, don't take the exchange as a benefit. Don't take the exchange as a benefit. Don't take the exchange as a benefit. See, exchange means you are giving 5 chocolates and you are taking back the 5 chocolates. That's not a benefit. It's equal. It's a trade. There is a difference between the trade and the benefit, right? Okay. So, guys, again, I'm saying this rook is under pin. This rook is under pin. Whenever there is a pin, just have this in your mind. Just create an extra load on that piece and you can get that pinned piece for free. See, like again, I'm giving you the pinned puzzle. Straight away, don't jump into the straight away. Don't say that we can capture this rook and we can get 5 points and we can lose 3 points. At last, we are getting 2 more points. Don't jump into that conclusion. It's a pinned piece. Whenever there is a pinned piece, please remember that if you try to create extra pressure on that pinned piece, we will get that pinned piece for free. I know, because everyone will straight away jump into the concept called bishop into c5. That's the main purpose of choosing this person. Even though we are just going for CCTP, right? Like there are some relaxation to that concepts. That is one relaxation is nothing but a pinned piece. Whenever you see a pinned piece, one thing should come to your mind directly. One thing should hit your mind. One point should hit your mind. That is nothing but the pinned piece. If the pinned piece, if we create some extra pressure on the pinned piece, obviously that pinned piece will get that pinned piece for free. Okay, everyone is saying bishop c5. Apart from bishop c5, what I can say is you can go for a queen to b5. That is a threat. Again, I'm creating extra pressure on this piece. And you, sorry, 1 second. Yeah. Now, what is the best move that you can do here? Sorry, I made a mistake. I think 1 second, 1 second. It's nothing but 1 second. One second, guys. There is some mistake. Guys, you tell me, guys, this piece is underpinned, right? This piece is underpinned. Now you tell me what is the best move that white can do? You want to create extra pressure on that piece. I can say queen, like I can say queen b5, right? Queen b5. I can say queen b5, obviously. Why queen b5? Creating extra pressure. Now, if the rook capture, doesn't matter. I'll just capture the queen straight away, right? If they doesn't capture my if they doesn't capture my rook, if they are just capturing my queen, what is the best move that white can do now? No, queen d2 doesn't work in the situation. No, I'm just saying that just create extra pressure. Again and again, I'm saying just create extra pressure. If you do queen d2, you're not creating a pressure. You're just releasing the pressure. Right? See, after queen b5, rook b5 happened. Now, what is the best move that white can do? Yes. Don't say that. Don't jump into a conclusion called don't jump into the conclusion called rook bishop into a7, because see, as I said, whenever the checks are possible, for God's sake, please go for check. Again, we are coming to the CCTP concept. We are rotating the CCTP concept again and again and again. See, rook into rook check. It's a forced move, right? Now the rook has to come, now the king has to move away. Now I'm just taking this queen. If you take this queen at the first, right, what happens is, like, if you take this queen first, they will just take your rook and you will be pieced down. That's the issue, right? So that's why we are saying for CCTP, it's nothing but queen b5, a rook into b5, and after that rook into c8, check, right? And after that, a king comes down, f7, a bishop into a7. At last, we are bishop up. We are just up with this piece. We are having the bishop extra. This is the point. So, guys, in nutshell, what I can say is, please follow the opening fundamentals as it is. Don't go beyond that. Like, it's enough. That 4 points is enough. And you can just add some more points to it. That is, don't make too many pawn moves. Don't bring out the queen earlier. And don't move the same piece again and again. Like, that's wasting the tempo. These are some things you can follow in the opening fundamentals. And in middle game strategies, if you have any plan and if you feel that you have some good plans, you have some good moves, obviously you can go for it. At any point of time, if you are stuck in between the middle games, right, please use this CCTP as a mantra. Definitely it will work. For me, at least, like, what I can say is, for me, it helped me. It helped in most of the situations, and yeah, like I can say, like, it helped me in most of the situations. And the one thing, the drawback is, I can say the one drawback in CCTP, like, it's a long format thing. It's a long format thing. Like, that is like, you have to have a lot of times to think. Right? If you are playing a blitz game or rapid game, that doesn't work. Rapid game, it will work if you're very practiced. Like, if you're what to say, if you're practicing well in rapid format, you can do it. That's not an issue. In classical, this is the best strategy, middle game strategies that you can use for. This is the best one that for middle games, like for classical, it will work for. Just use this whenever you don't know what to do in this situation. That's what I can see. It's a short introduction about CCTP, and still we have a lot more to discuss about the middle games. We'll do it shortly. Right now, we'll just wind up this class. Thanks for watching, guys.